Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Ys 9. As always, if you missed the last part, definitely go ahead and check the description. You will find a super handy link down there. So we're just, I guess in this random ass building, trying to figure out where to go. But yeah, we just started Ys 9, so if you're just jumping in right now, you're not missing too much. You can always catch up by, I guess, checking out the other videos, or just not worrying about it and jumping in right here because, you know, you trust your own senses to kind of figure out what's going on. Really, honestly, not much has happened. We broke out of prison, and that is about it. Well, yeah, maybe there is no need to check out the other parts. Nice. Okay. So when I first saw screenshots of that is so crazy. Okay. Right, so when I first saw screenshots of Ys 9, and they showed Adol in this design, everyone was just like, or I was just like, why does he have black hair? Like, his trademark is having red hair. And I just had no idea. Like, oh, it's story reasons. He's probably cursed. It's probably that weird emo curse that gives him the black hair. But no. It's actually just like a costume. It's a disguise. Interesting. Oh, and then here's our tab about DLC. So if you have purchased DLC from the PlayStation Store, then you would go ahead and you would equip it from there. Is there a way for us to actually like not have this disguise? I don't think so. Like, it's not even a costume. It's just like, this is what you look like when you're in town. You have black hair and a cool red scarf. Alright. That is weird though. Like, this whole building is weird. That is a really big fireplace, by the way. Is that a fireplace or is it an oven? No, it's a fireplace. That is huge. So all that's in here was just like the box that had our disguise. This is an oven. Okay. But yeah, if you want to play this game, it's out in Japan on the PS4. So if you can read Japanese or you don't mind playing in Japanese, you can pick this up right now. Import it. Or if you live in Japan, I guess just walk over to a store and pick it up yourself. You can also get it on the PSN if you want to get it digitally. So they haven't really announced an English release yet, I believe, but it should be out in English. Just like Ys 8 was out in English. Maybe it'll get a PC port, I don't know. So when Ys 8 came out in Japan, it was on it was on Vita first, and then PS4, and then the Switch port, which came out a bunch of years later, and also came out on PC. For English-speaking regions. I actually don't think the PC release was for Japan. Right. Yeah, just for some reason, like, it's getting better. It's getting way, way better, but a lot of Japanese, not a lot, but some Japanese companies still aren't completely on board with PC gaming. So really recent example of that right now would be some Bandai Namco games. So for example, if you want to play Tales of Berseria, you can play that on PS4 or PC if you're living overseas, like if you're living in North America. But if you live in Japan, you can't really play Tales of Berseria on PC. You could buy it on Steam, I think, if your account is not Japan. Like if your Steam account is for a different region, you can buy it. But you won't have Japanese support, like there's no Japanese tech support. So it's not really meant for a Japanese audience. And despite the fact that it was originally a Japanese game, like it's so weird. So there's Tales of Berseria like that. The upcoming Dragon Ball Z RPG, Kakarot, same thing. You can't really play it on PC in Japan. You can buy it if you have a North American Steam account, but again. Alright, sorry, I'm getting way off topic here. Okay, let's take a look at our wanted posters. Let's see how awesome we look. Okay, so we're not the only one who escaped from prison, apparently. So you can see Adol is just like in the top there. Okay, this lady's just like, oh, the red-haired prisoner is scary. I'm sorry, I guess. I don't really know what to tell you. So I suspect that maybe as we play through the game, we'll probably encounter the rest of these prisoners. Maybe they'll be like bad guys. Maybe they'll like join our party. I don't know. Okay, that looks kind of weird. That was a weird transition. Okay. So we're not in town apparently anymore, and now we're in our form here. Our Kaijin form. Akano O, so we're the Red King. Okay, so this is like the Grimworld Knight? I don't know how they're going to translate that or what it's supposed to be spelled out as, but it's like Gurimu. Grimworld. Okay. And then what are you exactly? So what is the Grimworld Knight? So it's like the space between two worlds. It's like some kind of battlefield. Monstrum, okay. So here's our Kaijins. And they all have code names. White Cat, the Hawk, the Doll. Mogyu? What, like the cow? Alright, so 6 in total. Okay. Yeah, like Mogyu, I don't know how to translate that. It's like, it literally means like violent cow, which is her code name. I guess maybe she kind of looks like one. I don't know. So who are you guys? Or what's going on here? I don't know how I feel about having a sexy cowgirl. I mean, maybe it's fun. I don't know. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So here's our story development. Oh, this sounds good. So here's the ease music that I've been waiting for. Valley of the Gloomy Moon. Ease music is kind of weird because it's like, it sounds kind of hokey, but then I tend to start liking it. Like the sound design team for Nihon Falcon games, like, you know, pretty good. Okay, so this is really nice looking, or what's the deal with this crystal thing? Sufen. Don't really know what that means. Okay, very interesting. So, tower defense. Quiet. I only have like one skill right now, so we're just gonna have to make do here. Well, thankfully things aren't too difficult. Most of these guys are going down in like a couple hits, so not a big deal. Okay. So I remember like in Ys 8 they added kind of like a tower defense kind of thing, just like this. That wasn't in the original Vita version. And then when it came out on PS4 they added it in. I don't know, I guess like somewhere they were just like, we need more features, so let's add tower defense. And you know, it's fine. How do we do? Decent, I guess. I didn't do any flash guarding, flash moving. Well, there'll probably be a bunch of like more optional stuff, like optional tower defense as we play through the story. That's how it worked in 8. You just do it for rewards. So we did just take a bunch of damage in that wave, but not a big deal. I think we're done then, right? Okay, there. Just kind of waited for the game to fade out. Thank you. Okay. Stage result. Interesting. I don't think I've seen a Ys game with a stage result, unless this is referring to just tower defense sections. Oh, that's gotta be just for the tower defense. I don't recall having Ys games having like stage rankings for chapters or whatever. So why did you choose me, or like why are we doing this? That's also like, she just gave us that name, the Red King. This is kind of cool name though. So trying to, I don't know, like unravel the mystery of this place. Which I guess is always the case with an Ys game. Nothing is ever simple. So I wonder if the town will be our hub. You know, and then when we're in between adventuring, we can come back here. Because it's, you know, like a hub city, side quest, town, shopping. And then maybe we'll get like a world map. Okay, so everyone's just heading back, going home. So this is just like, so when is that particular night, like night in quotation marks, so when does that come? And this is just like, is it always, do you always kind of do this kind of thing? So we asked like when does that night come, and no one really knows.
マダンだっけ？勝手にこんな体にしておいてひどい話だよね。
その呪いのせいで町を離れることも許されない。ただ呼び出されては戦う。僕たちはそんな傀儡のような存在さ。
何ヶ月も町の中に押し込めやがって。
大きな町と言ってもね、さすがにちょっとうんざりかも。
Alright, so we heard like rumors, or not rumors, we heard like the Kaijin were around town. So it's these guys, and they are here. Okay, yeah. Because of that night thing. So I guess we're not exactly being inconspicuous. We're obviously being out in the open here. We're all lined up here. I mean, yeah, when you're all lined up in a row on a roof, I guess you kind of stick out. And we're all wearing some pretty unique clothing here. He's like, oh, like, looks like you stand out with your red clothes. And like, you're not one to talk. You're wearing something pretty outlandish. You have a cowgirl next to you. We're just gonna, I guess, peace out. Everyone's peacing out here. Okay. Oh, perfect. We're not gonna get... Hey, it's Dogi. How's my disguise working out? So a lot of things happened, Dogi, in the time that I've been in prison. What's up? So he's just saying like, oh hey, by chance, and then he's like, oh, maybe it's just my imagination. Who? Are you looking for? Okay, I guess they didn't find us. He's like, we can't let all 6 of them escape. Just find even at least one guy. Capture at least one guy. So I guess we found a safe place, and then he kind of, we just kind of explained what was going on. And we kind of told him that we became a kaijin ourselves. So this is like, sorry all the time, like every time, you know, kind of getting into trouble here, sorry about that. Or it's like, there's so many mysteries. It literally says in Japanese, well in katakana, it says like furu course, so it's like a full course of mysteries. So we're going to need a hideout, and I agree. So he's like, let's use this building. So it like doesn't stand out. It's kind of difficult to find the entrance here. So I guess we're going to turn this building into our hideout, which is kind of cool. Maybe in 8, similar to 8, we can kind of build out, you know, a base. That might be kind of interesting. We can maybe fill it with people, I don't know. So there's a lot of mysteries. We don't know anything about anything really, about the girl that broke us out of prison, you know, and that night and everything. Okay, so that is the end of, I guess, the first chapter. Monstrum in Baldock. I don't know. It's a weird word. Alright, so start of the next chapter, kind of talking to Dogi here about what we should do next, and maybe we can kind of like, I don't know, not like break the curse, maybe. Maybe we can't like break the curse that easily. Alright, so what's our next step here? Maybe we can... Yeah, so we can try to figure out what's going on. We can start with the prison. Try to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, there was like actual monsters in like the underground passage from the prison. So that's kind of weird. That's suspicious. Why was the prison even made? So that's kind of interesting, or I guess it would be kind of a dangerous place, which, you know, it is kind of interesting. All right. We can ask around, or we can. Well, and these are kind of the same things. It's kind of the same thing. I mean, let's go ahead. Let's ask around, like a store or something like that. Try to get some information here. So there should be like a store, Chuoku, like in the middle of town, maybe. So let's be careful, try to not get caught, not to raise any suspicions. And yeah, I guess first we'll try to get some information here. Melancholy of White Cat. So I guess maybe chapter 2 will focus on the white cat, that person we had with us. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's take a break right here. Chapter 2, so if you don't want to miss whatever comes after this, keep it on the channel. It'll be up within a couple days. Play a little more. We'll play for a couple more hours. I'm not sure how much of these we'll play, but I do want to at least try to get some more party members so we can see how battles work when we have a full party and some more skills. But yeah, definitely keep it on the channel. If you want something else to watch, feel free to jump on over to the channel page and find another video to enjoy. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. You'll find a link to my profile in the description. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Take care.